In a touching photograph posted to Instagram, the Princess of Wales is seen hugging a young photographer who has been diagnosed with a rare form of cancer. This comes soon after the Princess announced that she has just finished her own treatment for the disease. I'll be speaking to Liz Hatton this evening, who not only met the Prince and Princess of Wales, but also demonstrated her wonderful photographic talent yesterday by photographing cyclist Sir Mark Cavendish being knighted by the Prince of Wales. Well, Liz Hatton is joining me herself with her mother, Vicky. Liz, thank you so much for coming on. I think everyone in the country admires your bravery in putting yourself forward in this way when you've got this horrible disease. It must have been a very special day yesterday meeting the Prince and Princess of Wales.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think I speak for my entire family when I say we were just shell-shocked when they walked into the room. And to be honest, most of the day we were pretty much just in awe as we walked around for the whole time. But it's really
you took that wonderful photograph of the knighthood being awarded. That must have been very special to be there and being at such a young age joining the professional photographers at Windsor Castle.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd have told me a year ago that anything like this would have happened, then I wouldn't have believed you for a minute. I'm just beyond lucky that even though I have been dealt this bad hand of cancer, I've also got a good hand because it's meant that I've been offered all these new and exciting opportunities that I wouldn't have got to experience necessarily otherwise.
And you also gave support to the Princess of Wales in that very touching photograph when you hugged Her Royal Highness and showed her that there was support for cancer sufferers from each other. Again, that must have been a most touching moment where I think the whole country felt for you and admired you and what you're doing.
Yeah.
I think they were just so kind, weren't they, and genuine, that it just felt so natural for you to hug her because they'd just been so lovely and so caring all through the time we were together, hadn't they?
Yeah, I mean, they were just such warm and genuine people. Like, it didn't feel like there was any pressure when they were around, or it didn't feel unnatural that they were there and you were speaking to them. It just felt like talking to some really kind people who cared for you.
And you've got other things on your bucket list of things that you want to do. I doubt anything can quite compete with this, but what other things are you planning to do?
Well, hopefully we will do a lot more, but I'm not actually sure what's exactly in the plans. I know that some more things with the air ambulance has been more officially planned today, but
I think it's really difficult to plan too far in advance because we never know how Liz is going to feel from kind of day to day, week to week, especially at the moment. But we've had lots of lovely offers, and it's a case of just seeing what kind of comes off next that plays into the timescale with people. But the London Ambulance, who actually were the ones that let the palace know about Liz, have very kindly said she can go and take some photos of their air ambulances in the coming weeks. And she has got a portrait photography studio planned down in London in a couple of weeks, and just seeing what else happens, really.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the Princess of Wales is herself a photographer. Did either of you give each other tips on how to take photographs and how to get that perfect photograph?
Not really tips and tricks, but we did discuss photography a little, and I was talking about my camera that I was given and things like that. So, yeah.
And Vicky, for you, you must be so proud of your daughter being so just amazingly brave and a model for other people who face illness.
I think we're proud of her all day, every day, and always have been. Liz has always given her all to anything she put her mind to, whether that was studying for her GCSE exams at school or whether it's been her photography and battling cancer. Liz never does anything by half, and we are so incredibly proud of her each and every day.
And Liz, I noticed a wonderful line from you saying that when you've got cancer, A-levels don't matter so much. That seems to me to be a very reasonable view to take, and has given you then the chance to do these other amazing things that you will be doing more of in future with the London Ambulance Service. And I imagine many people will want to help you with your bucket list because they've now seen you and seen how brave you are.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we've already been overwhelmed by the responses and the support by so many people. I think when my mum originally posted the list, it received like 4,000 replies. It was insane, and still there's more. So from the bottom of our hearts, and especially mine, we just want to say thank you, because there's nothing that forces anyone to get in touch and say, hey, I have something you can do, pop over and do this or that, or it's just out of the generosity of their hearts. So thank you so much to everyone who already has gotten in touch, or if you're thinking of getting in touch or whatever. Even if you don't, still thank you.
But I think it's made such a difference because it's given you something to hang on to at the end of every cycle of treatment, that you've had something to really look forward to through the really tricky days where, it's been hard sometimes to even kind of get your head off the bed. Knowing that that's been coming at the end of the cycle of chemotherapy has made such a difference to your motivation and happiness, hasn't it?
Yeah, made it doable.
Look, thank you so much, Liz and Vicky, for coming on. I think you are an inspirational family, and so many people watching will be full of admiration for you and wishing you well, and hoping that everybody you ask to fill in your bucket list to help you will do so. Thank you so much